Hello, beautiful people of the internet. What's up? It's your girl, Lakisha. The lifestyle that we inevitably live in North America is very different from everywhere else in the world, in my personal opinion, when it comes to the importance we place on work versus life and health. And so I'm always looking for things that I can use to improve my health and just make me feel better, make me live a better life, and just be able to experience life to the fullest capacity. And so I came across this drink called ours Koso, which is a traditional Japanese drink that is filled with post, pre, and probiotics that help support your gut and your digestive functions. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my experience trying this Koso drink for 30 days and seeing if it impacts or changes my life. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Lakisha, and on this channel I post a lot of skincare, lifestyle, hair, and makeup related content. If that is something you're interested in, then make sure you are subscribed. And without further ado, let's get started. So essentially, Kosa is a traditional Japanese fermented superfood drink made with over 100 ingredient enzymes that is rich in pre, pro, and post biotics that support a healthy gut. Your gut is, let me just put this down. There you go. Your gut is responsible for so many bodily functions, especially when it comes to your digestive tract. And when there is an imbalance in good and bad bacteria, it can have drastic effects on your life in general. So you can experience a lot of stomach issues like gas, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, and even heartburn. You may feel sluggish or have trouble sleeping. You can feel achy joints, inflammation in the body, very low energy levels, frequent mood swings, which can have drastic impacts on your work, your productivity, and also just your waking life. The first place where you may notice that there is a problem typically is your skin and your face. Your skin is the window to what is going on internally. You'd have to, of course, speak with your doctor to see if this is the issue for you. Koso is a traditional Japanese drink, but this one in particular is created by a man named Ryu Okada, so it's called ours Koso. And it says his little story on the back of his information package as well. And when I read it, I resonated with it very, very much. So he basically moved from Tokyo to New York, and quite quickly, he realized that his lifestyle had changed from when he was living in Japan. His lifestyle habits, his food, his sleep, and he just felt like he was in a very bad condition in his body. And he gained over 10 pounds and just felt like something wasn't right. And so his wife at the time, she told him, why don't you try Koso? Because she had used it when she was getting ready for their wedding years prior. And when he used it again and he went back to that traditional method, he found that his health had improved, his body had improved, and he really just wanted to make it more available here in the West, as well as make it available for everyone, not just for himself. And so I really resonated with that a lot, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to try it. I actually hadn't seen this before, but on their website you can get their trial pack that features 5 bottles for you to do that 7-day cleanse for the very first time versus getting the full size bottle. Here you can see the 3 types of cleanses that they'd recommend. The breakfast cleanse, you would do 7 days for the first week. This is the one that I'm doing right now. The 1-day cleanse, where all day you would do this as a meal supplement. And then the 3-day, where you would do this every 2 months. Here I'm using 1 tablespoon, which is 15 milliliters, just to measure out how much Koso I need to use. I'm pouring it out into the measuring spoon, and you can see the consistency. It's quite runny, but it's more of like a honey. I've got 1/4 a cup of water, and I'm mixing it around with the same spoon. You can eyeball it later, but I wanted to show you guys exactly what the correct measurements look like. It's the first morning, and I feel okay. I just had a little bit of the drink. I just mixed it around in a tiny glass with some water. You're supposed to have this on an empty stomach. So I didn't eat anything. Now I generally actually don't eat anything in the morning anyways. So I figured I would just do the breakfast cleanse to start. So in the little pamphlet, This involves drinking this for breakfast every single morning, as you guys can see. You do this for 12 weeks, 1 time per day in the morning. Now, like I said, I don't usually eat breakfast, so it's not a big deal for me to eat this instead. In terms of the taste, and it tastes kind of like tamarind juice. It's a fruit and it's kind of bitter, kind of sweet, but when you add sugar to it, it becomes what we call tamarind balls. And so it almost tastes like the liquid version, or tamarind juice is what it tastes like. You know, obviously it's a concentrate, so you do have to dilute it with water. In terms of how much water, it's supposed to be kind of like a shot glass worth of water in this juice. You can add a little bit more water just so you're not getting a sugar spike, which is what I did. And then you're just supposed to drink water throughout your breakfast. So I have my bottle of water here. And then I also am sipping on some tea, which I usually do every single morning. And so that's nice. As long as the tea is not caffeinated, it should be fine to drink. All right, y'all, so it's been a little bit over a month and I didn't really film too many updates. It's literally just me drinking water. But here is our bottle and it's all empty. That's just water inside because I drained it out. But then I got a second bottle as well. So here we go. Anyway, so we're done the bottle. Unlike a product that I'm applying topically on my skin, this one may be a little bit more difficult to see the results of because it's something that's happening internally and it does take some time for that to happen on the outside. Now, so what I can say about this product, did it change my skin? I have noticed that my skin has been a lot healthier. You know, whatever is going on in your gut affects your skin. It affects all over. I have noticed that my skin itself has been smoother, and I'm talking about my arms. My arms, you guys know I have acne on my arms, acne on my back as well. And right now it is extremely smooth. And I have definitely worked very hard to clear my face, but body acne has always been a very difficult thing for me. So definitely restoring your body from the inside out will be something that helps. So what I have noticed, number one, my skin is a lot smoother. Number two, with the probiotics, it's supposed to, like I said, clean out your gut. So a part of that I've noticed is that my bloating has gone down quite substantially, even when I'm on my period or I eat like junk food, because I'm sorry, I have, a sweet tooth. I have things like regular people do, and sometimes I do eat junk. But I have noticed that my belly has never been as flat, and it's because I'm not bloating anymore. So this has definitely curbed that. So I'm very grateful for that. The third thing I've noticed is that I don't feel as tired later on in the day. I also feel a little bit more energized in the morning as well. Now, this may be because I've also been sleeping better. So that, coupled with the healthy gut, the probiotics, has been very, very helpful. And I just feel a lot better in my body. Now, I don't personally believe anything is a miracle product, but I do really enjoy what this has been doing for my body. And that's why I have a second one of it. It is quite expensive, that's true. Do I feel like you need to drink this every single day? Probably, if you want to see the best results. But I think after you've already gone ahead and cleaned your body out, you could probably do this cleanse as a once every 3 months cleanse. Like, there is that option on the pamphlet that I showed you before, because this bottle is hella expensive, understandably, since it is like this whole traditional fermented everything like that. I get that. And so that's fine. I think that If you're getting something that you know is gonna work, it's definitely worth paying the money for it. But I have definitely enjoyed taking this as a breakfast. I've used it for breakfast every single day this month, and I don't feel like any more hungry than usual. I actually feel pretty full, to be honest. Now, if you have tried this before, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts, or if there's any other probiotics that you've taken before, let me know your experience and share with the rest of us. Go ahead and click over here to see some of my previous videos. And as always, stay gorgeous, stay fabulous, and I'll see you lovely ladies and gents in the next video.